Hello and welcome back to this Track Talk special, the year-end review of 2013. We're now going to focus on the four-year-olds, and next up it's the Stewards Cup. And after a very unlucky six in the Crisflyer sprint, Speedy Cat flexed his muscle against El Milagro and Super Easy to give Alvin Tan his biggest thrill in the first leg of the four-year-old challenge.
Top of the straight they come, 500 metres to go, and El Milagro going along strongly, led by 3 lengths as they turn in the Stewards Cup over Super Easy. City Lad up on the outside, accelerometer. Speedy Cat came to the outside, begins to run on, followed by Shuttle Man and Damo in behind them. 280 metres to go, and El Milagro still the leader. Super Easy making hard work of it. Speedy Cat down the outside, it's El Milagro in front. Super Easy, Speedy Cat now coming it. El Milagro just in front. Super Easy, Speedy Cat on the outside. El Milagro, Speedy Cat going to him with Super Easy. They hit it, Speedy Cat. I think Speedy Cat a nose to El Milagro.
It was the gelding's 8th win of his career, handing Manuel Nunes his 3rd group success of the year. It would be Speedy Cat's final win of the season, though, finishing the year in the care of new trainer Leslie Koo. While not as dominant in 2013, Super Easy was still compiling an impressive season record. When the four-year-olds met 3 weeks later in the Patrons Bowl, the victory would prove to be the last appearance of Super Easy's brilliant racing career.
Next of all then is Super Easy, totality down on the fence from first scoop City Ladder, then running tall, well back is the Rude Warrior, and last of all accelerometer as they come towards the top of the straight. 600 metres to go in the Patrons Bowl, and Good Pack shows the way. El Milagro up on the outside. Speedy Cat is in 3rd, followed then by Cash Luck. Next of all Wild Geese, then Musketeer. Super Easy spots the leader about 6 or 7 as they race by the 400 metres mark. It's Good Pack the leader over El Milagro going up on the outside. Speedy Cat a little one pace. Super Easy running on. Cash Luck in behind them. Here's Super out in the middle. Super Easy goes up with El Milagro. Good Pack. Wild Geese begins to run on, but Super Easy got to the front in the Patrons Bowl, worked away. City Lad down the outside. El Milagro boxes on, but Super Easy's going to take it out. City Lad got close, but Super Easy by a neck.
After a possible Derby start was touted following the mile victory, scans and x-rays performed the next morning revealed a ruptured tear in his suspensory ligament. Super Easy finished his career in Singapore to stand at Hallmark Stud in New Zealand. He finished with 14 wins and was voted Singapore's best racehorse in 2012. 5 days later, with the mood in the Freedman camp understandably subdued, evergreen galloper Nandara showed his typical grit to add another feature for Freedman.
Fat Kid under a little bit of persuasion, the outside of Cannon Heller. Next of all then is Street Leg at the top of the lane. They were followed by Natural Nice with a bit of work to do from back in the pack. Well back is Sacred Emblem and Silver on Wings. Into the straight they come, ready to strike led Nandara up on the outside, laying the challenge now at the 300. Ready to strike lifting. Nandara probably pokes his nose in front. Running on Street Legal out in the middle, followed by Cannon Heller. Nandara is the leader, but Street Legal going up to it, ready to strike lifting on the inside. Nandara Street Legal ready to strike, rallying over on the fence. Nandara ready to strike, they hit it. Nandara.
The shift to Winkers doing the trick for Nandara. Manuel Nunes luckily staying in the saddle after almost being dislodged early. After a season interrupted by suspension and injury, Saifuddin Ismail had a change of fortune when he answered the call from champion trainer Laurie Laxon to partner Speedy Mare Makura to victory in the Petiti Gold Trophy.
They go down the side and they've gone very hard in this, with Sichuan Ruler showing the way. Got out by 2 lengths over Mr. Big. Makura came off its back, came to the outside, followed by Valavole, Speedy Cat. Then came Masthead, and back at the rear on the outside, Rapido Starver. Sichuan Ruler is the leader. Into the straight, 320 metres to go. Mr. Big with his big weight trying to get there. Makura made a run on this leader, came home strongly, and Masthead finishing well. Makura went up to the lead. Mr. Big trying to go with him, getting through now is Masthead. The leader is Makura. Mr. Big, Speedy Cat, Masthead finish on late, but Makura all the way in the Petiti Gold. Races clear, and Makura wins it well.
Carrying a staggering 9 kilos less than brave runner-up Mr. Big, Makura would provide a mid-season boost for Laxon as he surged towards an 8th Singapore Trainers Premiership. On the same day, it was the time for the finale of the 4-year-old challenge, the Emirates Singapore Derby. Barring incident or injury, Better Life all but had her name on the trophy from the moment she won the Gold Cup the year prior.
In the Emirates Singapore Derby for 2013, and El Milagro began well. So too Wild Geese, and Good Pack from out wide is going forward. Greenstone a little bit keen in the early stages. Better Life began well. She's right up on the speed in the early part. Musketeer is caught out wide going forward as they leave the straight from Razia of Sydney. Out very deep is Darien Gap, followed by Lord Brompton, squeezed up. Cash Luck made some ground. Then One Ra Meshmarker over on the inside, getting tight for room with Feisty Leo, followed by City Lad, and Trapeus went back to the rear. So the race up the side, and Good Pack's going to take over and lead over Musketeer, working around the outside to second. El Milagro third on the fence from Greenstone with cover. Over on the inside next of all then is Better Life, three back on the rails ahead of Razia of Sydney and Darien Gap, who's had trouble getting in. Wild Geese was next from Cash Luck, then came Lord Brompton three wide. A length and three quarters to Meshmaker, One Ra, then Trapeus down on the inside of Feisty Leo, and City Lad doing it tough out three wide at the rear. Halfway, 1,000 metres to go. Front runner Good Pack for David Flores shows the way by 2 lengths. In second position is Musketeer as they come off the back. They were followed by El Milagro, then Greenstone. Better Life needs a little bit of room over on the fence. Next of all is Razia of Sydney, Darien Gap, Wild Geese. Then came Cash Luck trying to work into the clear. Lord Brompton outside of it from Meshmaker. Then City Lad, One Ra, Trapeus, and last of all is Feisty Leo. Top of the straight they come, and Good Pack has led throughout as they go inside the 500. Cash Luck is coming up on the outside is Musketeer to come after him. They were followed by El Milagro. Better Life looking for room between horses, beginning to sprint home very quickly. Inside 300 metres to go, and Good Pack joined by Better Life. Here's Wild Geese out in the middle. Razia of Sydney begins to run on. Better Life reaches the lead in the Derby. Wild Geese going to it on the outside. Better Life a better neck in front. She might be too strong at the end of the 2000. She's too strong and she's too good. She draws away. Better Life takes the Emirates Singapore Derby from Wild Geese.
Yeah, huge relief, you know, and the race went well. I had a tense moment around the 600 because I was going to sit one deep, but Forster pushed me on the rail, and it was fine to follow El Milagro. I was quite happy with that, and I just want to go around him, but then Forster was dying, wouldn't get out of my way, so I've had to commit and go inside. And I was lucky because El Milagro rolled off a bit, and the tense moment came when he just rolled back on, and she just had to swap leads to adjust. Then he went out again and she cleared them.
Sadly, though, Singapore Racing again had to farewell one of their elite when Better Life was retired to the breeding barn in Australia. Another masterstroke from champion trainer Hideyuki Takaoka, and for veteran jockey Alan Munro, her stellar career helped firmly establish himself in the riding ranks in Singapore. The hugely talented War Affair, kept fresh by trainer Mark Walker, survived an almighty scare in the final 2-year-old race of the season, prevailing narrowly in the Juvenile Championship.
Down the side they come, and Peace No War the leader. Nunez tried to get a cheap sectional here as they go by the 600 metres. He led a half length over a paw the outside. The favourite War Affair just locked up behind them as they turned for home from Mexborough Boy. Then came Easy Money, Hot Aristocrat. Over on the inside, Desert Fox, and behind them is Silver Dollar, but inside the final 300 metres, and War Affair got the split between horses, went up to Peace No War. Rapport just struggling a little bit. Hot Aristocrat, Desert Fox in behind them. War Affair the leader, sticking on strongly. Peace No War over on the inside. It's War Affair, Peace No War, Desert Fox running on late. War Affair just in front. Desert Fox coming at him quickly. They hit it tight. War Affair.
A courageous effort by Desert Fox, but War Affair would finish his 2-year-old career with distinction, proving comfortably the best of his age. To the Chairman's Trophy now, and punters were left scratching their heads for options as hot favourite Mwingo was withdrawn. With the race delayed, those who showed faith in the pint-sized Flax were richly rewarded.
Length and a half away to Flax, the outside of Wild Geese, in danger of getting pocketed here as they go by the 600. Next of all, deep pockets around the outside from last year's winner, Chase Me. Then came Fat Kid, Always Certain, Tenzing into the stretch they come. 400 metres out, and Nandara up on the outside, testing, ready to strike. Flax is running on. Wild Geese behind them from Chase Me, Always Certain down the outside. Nandara the leader, the little fella Flax is coming to him. Gets on terms as they go by the furlong marker. Flax, Nandara fighting it out. Always Certain down the outside. Flax about a neck in front. Nandara coming back on the rails. Flax trying to cling on. He's going to do it. Flax will take the Chairman's Trophy. Flax by a neck.
After his win on Flax, popular hoop Baron Vorster again was on the presentation dais. This time with Daviday in the Woodlands Handicap over 1,200 metres.
So Speedy Cat is about 5 lengths off Hooker Falls, who sails along, and he's going smoothly first up from a break. Beasley hasn't really moved on Hooker Falls. He's out a length and a half in front. Rapido Star, Speedy Cat making ground on the inside, and then Daviday, Sichuan Ruler and Texan Takeover coming down the outside, but it's Hooker Falls who led in the Woodlands handicap. He's out by 2. Speedy Cat is starting to make ground. Daviday, Rapido Star battling away. Hooker Falls, he's just about out on his feet here. Speedy Cat and Daviday are coming at him. It's Hooker Falls. Daviday's driving at him with Speedy Cat close to the line, and Daviday's going to win it. Daviday's won it narrowly over Hooker
Remarkably,
Falls.
Daviday had bounced back from pneumonia in 2012 to give Pat Shaw his third win in the race, following recent victories to Atto and Rocket Man. A week later, Shaw, Vorster and owner Fred Crabbier again teamed up for victory. Cannon Hill, patiently ridden by Vorster, came off a high-pressure tempo to claim the Causeway Classic Stakes.
Top of the straight they come. Good Pack still travels okay. Flying Fulton about a length away on the outside, ready to strike. Trying to sneak up on the leaders back now from It Is What It Is. They were followed by Cannon Hill. Into the stretch they come. Good Pack led by a half. It Is What It Is looks the danger down the outside. Cannon Hill, Illuminato run on. Flying Fulton is done with, so too ready to strike. Cannon Hill, Illuminato sweep up on the outside. It Is What It Is, can't go with them. Illuminato, It Is What It Is, slogging it out. Cannon Hill over on the inside with Illuminato. Cannon Hill, he wants to run around a little bit, but he's going to be too good. He draws away, and Cannon Hill takes it out for Vorster.
Yet to race over 1,400 metres, Mr Big bagged the Jumbo Jet Trophy for Corey Brown and Michael Friedman. Aided with handy sectionals early, Mr Big gave Brown a dream return after a short stint over in France.
Between horses running tall, then came Cavello. What Now travelling okay over towards the inside ahead of Flax. Next is Philanthropist, then came Nandara strung up behind them. Makura comes to the outside from Martincho Cat and well back Arowana.com. Top of the straight, City Lad goes up to Mr Big. City Lad now gets about a half length. Mr Big tries to fight back. Natural Nice just in behind them, followed by What Now running tall. Speedy Cat is down the outside but just battling, but Mr Big's got another gear at the 220. Got away from City Lad. What Now emerges, comes after Mr Big. Mr Big's got 3 lengths. What Now charges into second, but Mr Big is back and he bolts in. Mr Big takes the Jumbo Jet by 3. Second, What Now maybe just ahead of Nandara.
On the 6th of September, a standard Friday night at Kranji turned out to be anything but normal. After seasons of magic moments from Joe Moreira, he left us with something quite remarkable. 8 winners from 8 rides in a night that's simply known as Joe's Magic 8.
Here's Silent Power now for Moreira. Raced up, grabbed the front from Dragon G, and it's Silent Power who's going to win the first by about a length. But it's all Hanks about 3 in front. Lucky Guy and also Sting making ground, but it's Hanks who makes a winning debut. He scores by 2.5. Zach Spirit's going to bolt in. Simple Pleasures will go near enough to last, and down towards the wire it's Zach Spirit who wins in a hand canter by about 6. 75 metres to go. Season's Echo, Mr Magnus Moreira's going to make it 4 from 4.
Dragon Force regains the lead. Golden Cool coming at it. Allen on the outside. Allen swooping home, gets up to the front, and another one for Moreira. Cash Luck just in front. Holy Empire's trying to peg him back, but 6 out of 6 for Moreira. Cash Luck. Weona Fly puts his nose in front. Onge Dorian coming back, but 7 for Moreira. Weona Fly takes it out of there. Ferretti is flying down the outside. Hype it over in front. Ferretti's come from the clouds. They hit it tight.
It's probably one of the best achievements that I've done in my life's career. I can't forget on being saying thanks to all the trainers, owners that gave me those good rides on the week on that card. It was such a pleasure to myself also be sharing that great moment of my life with a lot of friends and people who were there enjoying the race. And I know that it's very hard to be achieved, and I was very, very pleased to be doing that, and hopefully all those people who was there, they enjoy it.